For my public service, I think probably I'm best known in Little Rock for being the interpreter in the bubble for the Little Rock City Board of Directors meetings, agenda meetings, and the Planning Commission. But I also participate in public service at the university level, the college level, the program level, and my professional organization level at the state and national level. So I have a variety of activities that I do for public service. I think public service first is very important, not only for faculty, but for our future interpreters who we're preparing. So I try to model what I expect our students to do as they become professionals, which is to be involved in our state and national interpreting organizations, to be involved in the deaf community, to give back, and to serve the city and community. So I think that that's probably how it has the most impact, is that I'm modeling what I want them to do. How did I get involved in interpreting? Well, probably like many elementary school kids, I wanted to talk to my best friend and learn the alphabet. And that was my first introduction to that. And of course, I immediately got in trouble. But later, as I got into the workforce after high school, before I went to college, I took a night course in sign language, and luckily there were a lot of deaf folks involved, and it just went from there. I fell in love with the language, eventually married, got a degree in teaching deaf children, and then later combined my love of deafness and teaching with teaching interpreting, and I became a certified interpreter along the way too. Sometimes I will take them with me on public assignments and introduce them to public officials or employers, and that way they get an entree into the field, but they also get to see modeled what service looks like and understand why it's important. I certainly am proud of my 15 plus years interpreting for the city, because it reaches all of the deaf and hard of hearing citizens in the community. But I've also served on our National Board of Directors and my state Board of Directors, and that really has a chance to impact the profession. So, and it requires a lot of work and no pay. So I think that to be able to offer and have the opportunity to participate in that kind of service is not only something that makes me proud, but is quite an honor. It's a living language like any living language, and there are old signs. For example, the old sign for telephone was this, and now it's this. Not only do signs evolve, but as new concepts come into our understanding and they come into our vocabulary, and so it's a constant challenge. Also with young children, there's slang, and that changes from generation to generation, or sometimes year to year, and so yes, it is a bit of a challenge, but that's also one of the fun parts of working with language. I just think that working at a university is a really privileged position, in the sense that not only do you get to teach and affect the next generation of professionals, but you do get to participate in research, which I do as well, but also to be, in a sense, expected to participate in service to the university, the community, and your profession. And I couldn't ask for anything better.